Hi, Sharan.
Hey, Sudeep.
Let's record our third 10-minute episode. And the topic that I've chosen for today is losing control to gain control.
Okay.
Now, it might sound a little bit cryptic, but a few episodes back, we had spoken about what should marketers do? How can
Get
they
better.
to get better? And we had spoken about crowdsourcing wisdom.
Right.
Now, this is a little bit of a deep dive on that and sharing specific, instances or ways in which one can do that. My experience has been that too often marketers get saddled by their own problems, by the problems that they're trying to solve for their consumers. They want to get more consumption from the same consumers. They want to gain more consumers. They want to gain consumers from other competitors, etc. And then, they remain saddled with these problems on their own because they want to solve them and then announce the solution to the world so that they become heroes. My advice to all of them will be that you will find the best solutions when you share the problems. And the idea is you should share. Don't keep it to yourself.
Yeah, we've spoken about this earlier, right? We spoke about how a marketer is like a director in the movie. You have to handle multiple departments, but you should never be able to say what the director has specifically done. Only then you get the right movie out. So you've got, to start with, you have your fellow marketers who you can share your burden with. Then you have your agency partners who you need to treat as partners in your business and not as agency people you can beat whenever you're in a bad mood. Then you have your packaging team, you have your R&D team, and R&D team is creating the product. So go talk to them about what you want to get done and why you want to get done. And most important, and you've spoken about this very often, about having the sales team on your side. Talking to the sales team, telling them why you need what you need, telling them what's in it for them. That is what gets these people on your side and gets them to fight the battle for you.
Correct.
But I have a question. When there are so many people, you obviously can't share everything the same way with each of them. Each of them needs a specifically different kind of conversation. How do you go about it? How do you go about briefing or getting them on your side for the same problem, but how will you change your narrative for them?
So I think, first off, there are a number of things that you need to make sure that you have in your narrative so that the problem is properly understood by them. So therefore, first thing is to state your problem clearly. What is it that you want solved for your brand? And make sure that you state its importance also. What will it help you do for the brand? If you have numbers, if you have market share, whatever you have, do share with them. It just helps create the right kind of importance in their minds. Then share your current hypothesis of barriers and opportunities, whatever you have thought about that particular aspect. Number 3, share some of the current solutions that are occurring in to you to give them an example of how you're thinking about it.
Right.
Once you've done these 3 things, number 4, share with them what is your expectation from them. Yeah.
Right.
So therefore, you will need to tell them that please come back to me with any solution that you might have in your functional area or in any other functional area that you can think of. But please come back. And last but not the least is you have to share it all with them in a manner such that it makes them a party to the larger objective. Yeah. So it is almost like saying, let's join our hands together. Let's try to make our brand the next 100 crore, the next 500 crore, the next 1000 crore brand, etc., etc. When you take an audacious goal and when you state it out upfront in front of people and when you join hands with them, that gives them a larger purpose to associate with. And hence it acts on their enthusiasm to solve the problem along with you.
Absolutely. I will add one more point to that.
Yeah.
After you've given them the brief and told them the requirements, you need to continuously follow up.
Yeah.
Set up meetings with them and set up meetings with each stakeholder together, not independently, so that when they sit together, they're able to share each other's problems. And what happens brilliantly is that they end up solving each other's problems also.
Yeah.
So the work gets done a lot faster.
Correct.
And this is all fine, Sudeep.
Yeah.
I want one of your favorite examples for this.
There are many actually. I can share one. There was a time when we had launched Gem Surprise.
Right.
It was doing okay. We had launched with 4 or 5 figurines of Ben 10. And then one of the key things that we were looking to change, apart from making the ball playable, was also that we wanted to increase the range of toys inside.
Right.
And when we spoke to the Cartoon Network team, there were very few merchandises that they were doing. And there were very few things within the Ben 10 framework that we could work with. Yeah. So we didn't know what to do. So all I did was I shared this problem with my packaging team, with my agency team, with my procurement vendor, and my purchase team. Yeah, God bless his soul. There was this Mr. Vishwajit Bhatt. He's no longer there, but very nice, resourceful guy. With them, another the guy who used to procure those toys from me from China, Rohit Lamba. All of these guys I shared it with. And then I called for a joint meeting. That what do we do? And, while talking through all of this, those guys came up with an idea that why do you need to look anywhere else? Yeah. The China guy said that I will get you interesting toys from China. Yeah.
Okay.
All you need to do is brand them under Ben 10 and take permission from Cartoon Network. We were thinking Ben 10 out. He said, you think toys in. Yeah. So I said, brilliant. Why not? We spoke to the Cartoon Network team. They said, okay, as long as it's not an offensive toy, which anyways we were not looking to do. They said, we'll be happy as long as they were getting payments on each one of them, each toy. Every time we sold a toy, they were getting paid. So therefore they had no problems with it as long as it didn't damage the franchise. And so therefore I did all sorts of toys. So he got me bouncy clay. Now clay is supposed to be squishy. So there was a clay that you turn into a ball, and if you drop it, it bounces. Yeah. Then he got me a horn that you could blow in your mouth. We blended it, Ben 10 and sold it. Right. So suddenly from having 4 or 5 figurines, now I had some 34 toys. All of them Ben 10 branded.
Wow.
Yeah. So simple problem, simple solution. But all that we changed was that we shared the brief with everybody and we were very open to listen to the ideas. So
that's just magical when the group sits together to solve the same problem. It is surprising how one person can solve another's problem but not their own. But eventually the brand's problem gets addressed.
So that's it. That's how you lose control to gain control.